I think the greatest thing that you get to learn here at St. Theresa is that you get to master your English skills, having 95% of lecturers from different countries. It's both a benefit and a challenge for students here because of learning different accents. And you can apply what you've learned to the real world. Like for me, working as a temporary staff in international exhibitions and conferences. Here at St. Theresa, we have a good natural environment, a friendly community, which allows lecturers and students to easily bond. Like we can share our problems to them and they can easily help us whenever they're free. And they also deliver us the latest news in person. You can rely on BBA faculty, lecturers, and your fellow seniors to get your career off to a flying start.
So Elevate Education ကနေပြီးတော့အပတ်သင်ပြုလုပ်နေကြဖြစ်တဲ့ပေါ့နော်လက်တော် representative တွေနဲ့အတူတူပြုလုပ်နေကြဖြစ်တဲ့ဒီ university တွေအကြောင်းမိတ်ဆက်တဲ့အစီအစဉ်လေးကနေပြီးတော့ပြန်လည်ကြိုဆိုလိုက်ပါတယ်ဒီကနေ့မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အားလုံးလည်းသိကြတဲ့အတိုင်းပေါ့နော် Aronautics တို့ဒီ air traffic control နောက်ပြီး BED program MED program ဒီမှာနာမည်ကြီးတဲ့ St. Theresa International University ကိုဖိတ်ခေါ်ထားပါတယ်So St. Theresa International University ရဲ့ University representative တယောက်ဖြစ်တဲ့ Mr. Kevin နဲ့အတူပေါ့နော်ဒီ program ရဲ့အကြောင်းရှင်းပြပေးဖို့အတွက်အရင်ဆုံး Mr. Kevin ကိုဖိတ်ခေါ်ချင်ပါတယ်ရှင် Hello Kevin, good evening.
Hi, Adza, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, fine. So thank you for joining us today, especially on a weekend. So we would love to appreciate you to take live with us. So before we go to the presentation, can you please a little bit more about yourself and your responsibility at St. Theresa International University?
Sure. So first of all, thank you so much for having me. Really excited to be here and share to our viewers what St. Theresa has to offer. So my name is Kevin Rahim and I'm an admissions executive. And so essentially what I do is I handle all student admissions, literally from the moment that they inquire to the moment that they arrive on campus. And not only that, you know, at St. Theresa, we believe in the value of family and community. So we treat, what we do is we treat students like they're our own family, okay? And so I'm always going to be there, especially when you gain admission with us from year one all the way till your graduations, I will always be there for you. So that's essentially my role from day one until you graduate with us.
Thank you for sharing that. So shall we go to the presentation?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are St. Theresa International University based in Thailand in Aronautics province, not very far from Bangkok City. So the way that we have developed the courses and curriculum at St. Theresa is that we've seen a job market. We analyzed, we've seen what are positions that are open and are available, especially to foreigners. And we tried to find where there's a lack of quality professionals for that particular job role. So we have created roughly 16 bachelor's degrees and 6 master's and PhD, all fully international degree programs. We do not offer any Thai programs at St. Theresa. We genuinely believe that sky's the limit. We want you to achieve all your goals and dreams as far and as best as you can through our support. What I was saying earlier at St. Theresa, one of our philosophy is you, the student, we will consider you as like family. Okay, we are a very close-knit community. All right, I think the key word there is community. Once you enter St. Theresa International University, your teachers, all the support staff, you get to know each and every one of us. We want to get to know you. We want to fine-tune the education to meet your needs. And even outside of academics, if you need any other kinds of support, we'll always be there for you. Because we believe in being with you every step of the way. All right. Just to give you an idea, at St. Theresa, we have on-campus accommodation. All right. In the on-campus accommodation, we have teachers living on campus, staff living on campus, as well as you, the students. So not only would you have that sort of professional relationship with your teachers, but then after 5 p.m., after all the classes, you'll still be able to mingle with your teachers, have dinner with them, network with them, and partake in other extracurricular activities or non-extracurricular activities. Okay, so we're always with you. At St. Theresa, we believe that not only do you come to us and just go to class, study, and that's it. It doesn't end there. We believe that you have to also make big impacts, especially to local communities. All right. So we've customized our curriculum to so that you have opportunities for like academic services to society or other field trips, especially visiting local communities, exploring the Thai culture, and try to contribute what you've learned back to the community. So there will be ample opportunities for you. Okay, so not only will you be learning in class, but you will be getting your hands dirty, you'll be having that practical experience and contributing back to society. So our campus is in a pristine location. It's in a little sweet spot between Thailand's beautiful nature and reserves and, of course, the bustling, busy city. Okay, so we're right in the middle. If any of you are in Thailand, we definitely invite any of you to please come visit our campus. Okay, it's about 150 rai of land, which I believe roughly it's about 49 acres. So it's quite a big campus. So we have everything, literally. We have we're basically our own little world there. We've got the academic facilities, we've got the sports facilities, we've got the, for example, golf course, basketball, football pitch, you name it, swimming pool, gym. We've got also the on-campus accommodation. So no headache. Once you arrive from the airport, you can check in into our dormitories and begin classes straight away, hassle-free. Of course, we have also a convenience store on campus. So you can do all your shopping there as well. One thing that we are really, really happy with and very proud of is our diverse faculty. Okay, we accept everyone from all kinds of backgrounds, from all over the world. And so our teachers, they do literally come from across the world, from the US, UK, New Zealand, Australia, to parts of Africa, to Asia. So we have teachers even from Myanmar. We've got some professors from there. So you'll feel right at home, to be honest. We have teachers from the Philippines, India, Bangladesh. So literally from all over the world, you'll have that holistic view of the international community. You'll be exposed to that international community, get to adapt and understand different cultures, all here at St. Theresa. Okay, all the professors that you'll be learning from are all PhD degree graduates. They are experts in their fields, in their countries. And we have brought them in here into this one place for you. Now, as I understand, most of you are going to be making one of the most important decisions in your life. You're trying to find a program, a university that is the right fit for you. One thing you have to bear in mind is quality assurance. You have to make sure that you are paying for top quality education. So how do you determine that? In Thailand, there are there are not only four, but these are the four main governing bodies that determine and assure the quality of an educational institution. The first is the Commission on Higher Education of Thailand. We have UNESCO. We have the Ministry of Higher Education, Science and Technology. And of course, we have the Ministry of Education. So if a university has all these accreditations, then you're fine, you're sorted. But if they don't, then that's something that you definitely have to question. All right. So luckily for us at St. Theresa International University, we're accredited by all these agencies. We also have other professional accreditations, such as the Teachers Council of Thailand, or KURUSAPA. Also, for those who want to be in accounting, we are accredited by the Federation of Professional Accountants of Thailand. Here are some of our notable achievements. To just give you that assurance of our quality, we have an IQA score of 4.87 out of 5. 4.87 out of 5 in 2023. That's a miraculous score to achieve in Thailand. Very difficult to achieve, but that's what we take pride in. We take pride in the quality of our education, and we've received such a wonderful score. Our graduates, 97.84% of our graduates were employed immediately after graduation. As a matter of fact, there are, I would say, especially in the fields of education, for example, many of them get jobs on the third year, not even by the fourth year. They do get job offers immediately by third year. And that's because of the quality of our education and the quality of our graduates. 70% of our Thai graduates achieved CEFR English standards. So a lot of Thai students and other international students, they join us. They may not have that English language capabilities from the beginning, but through our customized curriculums, they were able to achieve working level of English language communication. So we're very, very proud of that school. Very difficult to achieve, especially in Thailand, which is not primarily an English-speaking country. We are also ranked 18th for private institution research. All right. So before, I think if you spoke to me 2 years ago, we were probably ranked around 50 or so. But after the past 2 years, the quality of our research has improved. Our faculty has done a wonderful job. Our students who've done theses, they've done a wonderful job, and now reached that 18th position. So that should give you some key statistics about the quality of our institution. Not only do we have the local accreditations, we also have partnerships and collaborations with international institutions, such as the University of South Wales, University of Northampton, and Middlesex University in London, which are all based in the UK. We have Patton University, which is located in Berkeley, California, in the USA. And we have Toi Ahomai, which is a university based in New Zealand. So through these partnerships, we have collaborated with them, fine-tuned our curriculum to match their standards. And so many of these universities are willing to accept your credits. If you do study with us, they're willing to accept your credits for a transfer or for a dual degree program. And also, of course, they do provide opportunities for collaborative projects, okay, and research exchange. And so that's something that you can all benefit from. Okay, so let's go ahead and start discussing our programs. The first area of programs that we offer is aviation. All right, the first umbrella of programs is aviation. So first of all, why should somebody, especially a foreigner or an international student, why should they study aviation in Thailand? Well, here's the answer. Last year, 2023, 28 million foreigners have arrived in Thailand. They've spent 1.2 trillion Thai baht, okay? And this year, the government, the Thai government, and it's all over the news. You can check it out in Bangkok Post or all the major news websites. They plan 40 million foreign tourists to arrive this year, and they're really well on track. Yeah. But what does that mean exactly? Well, it means they'll need larger airports. Okay, they'll need to expand the airport. They'll need an improved logistics infrastructure. Okay, they'll need more roads. They'll need more better transportation. That also means they'll need more hotels, okay, to accommodate all these tourists. Okay, so as all these industries are expanding quite exponentially, that gives you a wonderful window of an opportunity to come to Thailand and claim this opportunity, claim these job vacancies. And I'll be honest with you, and this is a secret in the industry, Thailand is struggling to fill in these positions. They will hire foreigners for such positions, and that's where we come in and we'll be able to provide all that education that you'll need in order to secure those kinds of job positions. Okay. Furthermore, from the quotations, we have Thai Airways International. They purchased 51 new aircrafts. Again, what does that mean? They'll need at least 200 more pilots, cabin crew, ground staff, and of course, airport personnel. Definitely opportunity not to miss. So the first degree in our aviation umbrella is the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics. Long story short, if your dream job is to become a pilot, an aircraft designer, aircraft mechanic, this is definitely the program for you. Okay. In fact, to be honest, it was one of my dreams when I was a little kid that I wanted to be a pilot. I really wish that there was this course offered at the time. However, I did realize I'm afraid of heights, so I had to change that career path. Right, at St. Theresa, we have two pathways. We have a 4-year bachelor's pathway or a 3.5 plus 1 year. Now, to be a pilot, not just in Thailand, but anywhere in the world, you need to have either a commercial pilot license, private pilot license, or lightweight pilot license. You need to have some form of a pilot license, okay? So if you do wish to pursue the pilot license, you would have to take the path of 3.5 plus 1. 3.5 years you'll study at St. Theresa to get your aeronautics degree. And in the 1 year, you will go ahead and join one of our pilot schools, okay, one of the best pilot schools in the country, whom are our partners. And in fact, they're only 5 minutes away from our campus, very nearby to St. Theresa, just 5 minutes away. In fact, if you stand in front of our main campus building and you wait for about 5 to 10 minutes, you will see planes taking off and landing from the students who are practicing to become licensed pilots. Okay, so 2 pathways, 4 years just for the bachelor's, or 3.5 + 1 for a bachelor's with a pilot license. So on campus, we have a basic aviation training device, okay, which is FAA approved, and we've imported it from the United States. You'll have the opportunity to use that facility. You have to accumulate about 45 simulation hours before you graduate in the aeronautics program. Of course, you have to get your hands dirty. We have ample trips. We provide lots of trips to different airports, aircraft hangars. So you get to see the aircraft instruments. You get to open the engine of an aircraft and see how does it work, how does it function. You'll be trained and toured around by industry professionals, by pilots themselves, by aircraft mechanics. So you really get your hands-on experience through the program. And we have trips every semester. Now, not only does the aeronautics degree have an internship component, you have to do an internship, by the way, in order to graduate. But basically, every bachelor's degree that we offer also has an internship component, which is in the final year, final semester. So the internships can run between 4 months to 5 months. Okay, so here's an example of Aung Tu Renu, which his nickname is Willie. He's a Myanmar national as well, and Mohammed Shamel from the Maldives. So both of them got internship with AirAsia, which is one of our industry partners. And so they dealt with flight dispatch management. So they communicated with pilots, actual pilots, making sure that the aircraft weight is balanced and making sure that they understand the flight path and the cargo involved. So it was a wonderful, valuable experience for them. So if you do plan to pursue the pilot license, you can enroll in any of these 3 partners that we have. So it's Bangkok Aviation Center, BAC, Thai Aeronautical Center, which is based in Bangkok, and Pattaya Aviation, which is based in Chonburi. So if you want to practice flying by the beach, you can also enroll in Pattaya Aviation. Now, if you do pursue the pilot license, you have to accumulate 211 actual flying hours. So 211 hours, you will be literally flying a plane in the sky. Then you'll be allowed to take the exam in order to get your pilot license. All right, so the next program under the aviation umbrella of courses is Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Control. So I don't know if you've seen those action movies like Die Hard or any of these other films where the pilot is in trouble, the plane is in trouble, and so they have to communicate with somebody on the ground. So that person on the ground is an air traffic controller. Their job essentially is to communicate with pilots, make sure that they are on the safest path route, and if there's any emergency situation, they'll be able to handle it immediately. So they handle, of course, taking off from the airport, arriving at the airport, and of course, navigating the skies using radar technology. So the air traffic control program, our air traffic control program, covers all of that. On campus at St. Theresa, we have our own radar control simulation, as well as the control tower simulators. So that's where you get your practical experience. After the air traffic control program, after you finish the degree, you have to take a license exam, an official one in Thailand, and then you can become a certified air traffic controller. So one example of one of our graduates is Padan Wonglat, also a Myanmar national. So he started off in the air traffic control field. He was an air traffic controller here in Thailand, and then he decided to change into another career path. He became an assistant cargo officer for Kuwait Airways because there was some more money involved. So yes, once you finish the air traffic control degree, you're not only limited to be an air traffic controller, you can explore all the other different career paths under aviation, under airline business as well. All right, so the final program under the aviation umbrella is the Bachelor of Business Administration in Airline Business. So this is essentially for somebody who wants to be like cabin crew, or if they want to get into the services aspect of airline industry, or they want to go into more airport management. Maybe one of you will be the next, one of you will create the next airline, you know. So this is definitely a program targeted for you. We at St. Theresa, we have our own air cabin mock-up. That's where you get the training with when it comes to aircraft safety. Okay, when it comes to safety training as well as in-flight services, mixing drinks, serving food to the customers and that sort of thing. We invite trainers from Thai Airways. Okay, so you may get direct one-on-one training from certified trainers at Thai Airways International. Yep, and this is a clear picture of our air cabin mock-up from business class all the way to economy. So here are some of our successful alumni for airline business. We have Chodika, who became a flight attendant for Qatar Airways, one of the best airlines in the world. Pirada, she became a flight attendant for Air Arabia. And Paruna Det, he actually took a different career path. After he finished the airline business degree, he said, you know what, I would like to try and become a pilot. I think that's more for me. So we helped him. We got him into a pilot training school, and now he's a licensed private pilot for MJets, which is a private airliner. You can see the picture of himself and his plane at the back there. So we have industry partners that help to guarantee your internship placements, such as Lufthansa, Thai Airways, Qatar Airways, Oman Air, Singapore Airlines, AirAsia, EVA Air, Emirates, and KLM, just to name a few. These are the most popular ones among our students. They want to get their internship there. We can guarantee these placements through our partnerships with the airlines. Okay, so we've covered aviation. Now we're going to more business-related programs. So we've got several programs. We have the Bachelor of Accountancy, where once you complete the program, you'll be a certified professional accountant, and you can actually seek accounting jobs. We have a BBA in International Business for those who want to start their own business, want to be entrepreneurs. Now, we have also a program called Logistics Management. Here's a small little tip to everyone here. Thanks to the booming e-commerce industry, and of course, thanks to the growing number of tourists that are and foreigners are planning to come to Thailand, logistics is probably one of the quickest and best way to become rich. So many opportunities there, especially with the exponential growth here in Thailand. So if your plan is to become very rich very quickly, I do recommend joining the logistics management program. Okay, so it's like, for example, with e-commerce, they have to do a lot of delivery of packages. So as they expand, it's getting more and more challenging to move goods between Thailand and other countries as well as internally. And that's where professional logistics management would definitely come in handy. Now, Thailand is a tourist country, so of course we have to meet that demand. So we have a tourism and hotel program. Now, our tourism and hotel program is not really targeted for those who want to get into more of the service aspects of it. This is more for somebody who wants to go into management. All right, so somebody who graduates tourism and hotel, we aim for them to become senior managers, like general managers or director of finance or any of those kinds of positions. Okay, senior management. Next, we have English for Business Communication. It's actually more of a Bachelor of Arts degree, but this is definitely for somebody who wants to go into more like journalism or wants to be a translator, wants to be a diplomat. So this is a common career paths for those in the English for Business Communication program. Lastly, we have a Modern Business Management MBA. It's a 2-year MBA. For all of our master's degree program, it's 2 years long. Okay, it's a 2-year program, and it's usually offered only on the weekends. So you'll have 5 days a week either to work or to travel, or to even finish your degree if you wish to much more quickly. We have had students who finish the MBA in 1.5 years instead of 2 years. Because they have all that extra time, they can finish their thesis relatively quickly. Here are some of our industry partners for business. So we have Marriott, Sheraton, Movenpick, Lebua, Hyatt Regency, and Sofitel in terms of hotel partners. We have Thai PBS and Nation Group, which are news broadcasting studios. And for those in logistics, we have partnerships with DHL and Kerry Logistics. Here are some of our very, very successful alumni. We're very, very proud of them, and I'm so glad to share them. I know all of them personally. They're very good friends of mine. So we have Jahid. He's from Bangladesh. He actually finished the hotel and tourism program, and he became a group general manager for the Tamarind Corporation in the United States, based in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, so he's not just a general manager, he's the group general manager, which I think they own as a chain of restaurants, okay, across the United States. And so he's general manager for all these different branches. We have Jalom, who is the founder and CEO of BT Trends, based in Italy. Okay, very proud of him. He's done a fantastic job. First, he started off in Thailand. He set up his own company in Thailand, and then he moved over to Italy. I think he's more into the fashion industry. Sase Vimor, she's a Chinese national. She founded her own Thai-Chinese inter-technology company. So they basically do import-exports and culture exchange between Thailand and China. And we are very, very proud of this gentleman, Ayaya. So he became a diplomat. He finished a business program with us, but then he became an official diplomat with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Thailand. Just, I think it was last week, we actually visited the ministry. Some of our students visited the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they met him personally, and he delivered a nice talk to them and an inspirational talk. Right, so let's talk a little bit about our official partnerships. So we have an official partnership with the University of South Wales. There's myself, the president, our president, and our vice president, meeting Thomas Hill and Yi Pei, who are from the University of South Wales. So we have a formal collaboration with them. So what does the collaboration encompass? It's 3+1 or 3+2. So with 3+1, you can study 3 years at St. Theresa, and you can do your final year in the UK, do advanced business courses in the UK, and you'll get 2 degrees. You get a St. Theresa degree as well as a UK degree. We also have a 3+2 option. So if you want to have a bachelor's and a master's from the UK, this is also a path for you. So 3 years at St. Theresa, 4th year, you'll do the bachelor's, then the 5th year, you do your master's, and in 5 years, you have a UK bachelor's and master's degree. So why would you want to do that? Why would you want to come to St. Theresa or come to Thailand to do this instead of going to the UK straight away? The obvious answer is cost. Okay, so if you could put into consideration living expenses, accommodation, traveling expenses, and of course the tuition fee of the UK, if you did a 3-year bachelor's, your total cost is about $91,500 US. You've done the math, $91,500 US. But if you come through us with the lower cost of living and lower tuition fees, you'll be only paying about $59,000 US. You'll save 48% of your parents' money, 48%. Likewise, if you are planning to do a master's, if you did the bachelor's and the master's in the UK, you can expect a budget of about $123,000 US. Whereas if you come through us, it's only $83,200. You will save 67%, quite a lot, 67%. One of the reasons why it's a bit affordable going through us is because we have our collaboration with the University of South Wales. We have a partnership, and they're able to give us furthermore discounts. So instead of paying a $19,000 US tuition fee for the bachelor's, you only pay $15,900. For masters, instead of paying $20,000 US, you're paying only $12,600 US, almost half the price. Now, if you wish to partake in 3+1, if you want to enroll in part 3+1 or 3+2, you have to enroll in any of these eligible programs. So BBA Airline Business, International Business, Logistics Management, Tourism and Hotel, English for Business Communication. So any of these programs will qualify you for 3+1 or 3+2. Additional benefits, of course, for doing that, if we're going to the UK, is you can work while studying 20 hours per week. And after you graduate, you'll be given a 2-year work visa automatically. And so you can work full-time in the UK. If the company likes you, you can live there for the rest of your life. So here's one example, Alice. All right, so she was a student of English for Business Communication, wonderful personality. She, in fact, came back to St. Theresa to talk about her journey to our students. So Alice, she opted for the 3+2. As a matter of fact, she just finished I think she's about to finish her master's degree in the next couple of weeks. So she's done the bachelor's in University of South Wales and the master's in University of South Wales. So this is us taking her to the airport. That's Alice with her classmates and friends when she arrived at the UK. Now, to give you that extra sort of confidence in the quality of our education, I'm really, really proud to say that Alice, after just completing the 1-year top-up in the UK, she got a first-class honors. First-class honors. That's very difficult to get in the UK, and she managed to achieve that after studying 3 years at St. Theresa. We're really proud of her. And this is Alice in her bachelor's degree graduation. Right, so we've covered aviation, we've covered business. Now we go over to public health. Now, if you're looking into getting into a medical-related program in Thailand, one thing you have to be aware, especially when it comes to like nursing or even medical doctors, the exam to become a medical doctor or a licensed nurse is unfortunately offered in Thai language. Okay, so if you want to be a nurse or doctor in Thailand, you have to know Thai language. Most of your patients also will be Thai nationals. When you go and do your practice in hospitals, you have to know Thai language. Now, there is a way to bypass that. What you can do, you can join a health related program such as public health. So we have students who join the Bachelor of Public Health. It's fully international program, and they can actually use it as a pre-med to join other medical schools. Okay, they'll cover every fundamentals of medicine and biology. Okay, and up to the point that it's qualified for pre-med entry. Now, we also have another program, which is the Bachelor of Science in Occupational Health and Safety. Now, here's an industry inside information that you probably don't know. In Thailand, with its very expanding, very big secondary industry, which is factories, okay, and also, of course, service industry, they are required by law to have at least one occupational health and safety officer. They are required by law. It's enforced. But Thailand doesn't have enough occupational health and safety workers. So that's where you come in. If you do join this program, I can almost guarantee there's a job waiting for you. There's definitely a factory or even a hotel, for example, or any research-based service industries that definitely need somebody like you to ensure the workplace safety. Okay. Now, if you have a medical degree or you have a medical background or any other type of background, but you want to get into the public health sector, we have a master's of public health as well. Now, here's one example, Mr. Arun Chorod. So he did the 4 years Bachelor of Public Health, and after he finished, he gained admission to the College of Medicine in Fatima University in the Philippines, and he graduated as a Doctor of Medicine in 2021, and now he came back to Thailand to practice medicine as a medical doctor. Okay, we have also 3+1 collaboration with Middlesex University in London. So 3 years you can do here at St. Theresa for the Occupational Health and Safety program, and then you can do the final year in Middlesex University. And it's very likely you'll be hired by the NHS, National Health Service of the UK. They desperately need somebody in this field. Okay, so if some of you are looking into photography, want to make films, okay, so we do have a Bachelor of Communication Arts in Digital Media. Okay, so if you just want to get into acting, modeling, you want to get into photography, making films, this is definitely a program that you should be joining. Now, here's another industry insight. Do you know what is the one job position that nobody ever talks about, but they desperately need foreign workers? That is international film coordinators. Now, places like Hollywood, Bollywood, Nollywood, all these different film studios, if they wish to shoot films in Thailand, they can't come directly. They need somebody to coordinate with here in Thailand. So that's where you come in. As an international film coordinator, you can handle that. You can handle that coordination between those industries and Thailand, and you can bring them in, and so they can successfully shoot their films. Now we come down to the creme de la creme, our key and iconic program, which is the Bachelor of Education. Now, if you asked me, Kevin, what is the best career path for me if I want to work in Thailand immediately after graduation? My recommendation would always be, and forevermore, Bachelor of Education. So you see, other industries in Thailand, they have a limit on the number of work permits, the number of foreign workers that they can employ. They all have limitations except education. Education, there is literally no limits. All right, they can hire as many foreign qualified teachers as they like. We have developed the Bachelor of Education program in collaboration with Kurusapa, which is the Teachers Council of Thailand. We were one of the first. We were one of those who pioneered delivering this program in English language. Okay, we have 4 specializations. We have English, mathematics, science, and early childhood. As a matter of fact, another industry insight, if you have a maths background or science background, you are extremely highly in demand. Right now in Thailand, there is a terrible shortage of qualified teachers. In fact, the education minister, Natapol, in September 2020, he said that there are 7,000 foreign teachers in Thai schools, but it's not enough. They need another 10,000. They need double of that. Okay, there's a shortage in Thailand, and that's definitely where you can come in. If you wish to get a job immediately after graduation, or in fact, even before you graduate, uh, then definitely the education program is for you. Okay. After you finish the program, you will pursue the permanent teaching license. You'll be qualified to pursue the permanent teaching license. Okay. Not a temporary one, a permanent one. And that allows you to live and work in Thailand actually for the rest of your life. This is a career path, in fact, I've taken. Okay. I became a university lecturer here in Thailand. That was the most suitable and most quickest, easiest, and efficient way for me to start my career here in Thailand. Of course, with the Bachelor of Education, in order for you, you have to get hands-on experience. So every year from year one all the way to year four, you have to do practicals in the schools. We are partnered with many, many schools, especially in the area and in Bangkok. So we can almost guarantee a placement for you. It is very, very common that after you do your practicums or you do your internship, you'll be hired almost instantly. They will give you a job offer. Now, if your background is, for example, in Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Business, Bachelor of Science, and you want to get into the education field in Thailand, my recommendation would be to enroll in the Master of Education. We have two majors. We have Learning Management and we have Educational Administration. Okay. In Learning Management, you can achieve a teacher's license. Okay. But with Education Administration, you can pursue the administrator's license. So meaning you can become a school principal or perhaps even open your own school. Now, if you want to pursue even further, we actually have a PhD in Education Administration. To be honest with you, if you have a Bachelor of Education, a Master's of Education, and a PhD in Education, you are God in Thailand in the education field. You will be in absolutely high demand. You know, you could be a dean of the university. You could even be president of the university. You could even work in government sector, you know, probably in the Teachers Council of Thailand itself. So you'll have ample opportunities for you. Here are some of our popular school partners. So we have Harrow International School in Bangkok, very prestigious school. Beacon House Yamsat School, which is located very near our campus. We are partnered with Sarasat. So Sarasat is sort of like a chain of school. It's a bilingual school, but they have several branches across the country. And so they're always in need of teachers. They're always looking to hire our own graduates, our own students. And of course, we are partnered with Triam Udom Success School, which is one of the biggest schools, public schools in Bangkok. They're always in need of qualified teachers as well. Now, if you're looking into coming to Thailand and you're not quite sure what career path to pursue, we have several short courses, okay, 1-year courses, which you will be eligible for a student visa. It's equivalent to 18 credits, which are transferable to any one of our bachelor's degree. And to be honest, with the schedule, you'll have lots of free time to travel or even seek employment if you do have those qualifications. So, for example, we've got the Certificate of Aviation, we have the Certificate of Education, we have a Certificate of Business, and we have a Certificate of Public Health. So you can enroll in any one of these and you can stay here for a year until you find the right path for you. Okay, so I've covered all the academic programs. Now we go into more outside of academics. So at St. Theresa, we don't believe in saying goodbye to you. Okay, once you join St. Theresa, all right, at the time you graduate, you will always be a part of St. Theresa family. Okay, we want to make sure that you are successful. So we provide for free career support such as education and skill development. We have ample networking opportunities through job fairs. So we invite businesses, we invite hotels, we invite hospitals to come over to St. Theresa, and then that's an opportunity for you to network with potential human resources or job hiring organizations. We have our own online platform with exclusive job availabilities through our partners, and we give them to you to apply. And of course, you can utilize our partnerships with over 100 organizations. So at St. Theresa, we don't believe in just working hard. You got to play hard too. You got to have a wonderful student life as well. So we have organized so many different activities, such as Prince and Princess Night, which is one of the biggest, most glamorous nights of the year. right? Where the male, the most beautiful women and the most handsome men, they battle it out, show their talents, wear the most beautiful gowns, try to win the prince and princess crown. I definitely invite any of you, if you're in town and you just want to come and join the event, even though you're not a student with us, you're all welcome to join. We have other activities like theme costume nights, musical nights. In fact, in our on-campus accommodation in dormitories, we actually built a stage, and it's sort of like every night it's open mic night. So a student can go on stage, they can play their guitar, they can sing a song, they can do a stand-up comedy joke, So it's really a way for you to express yourself and show your talents to your other peers living at the dormitories. We've organized a lot of cultural events, such as celebrating all the different Thai national holidays, as well as like International Day, for example, where we'll celebrate different cultures around the world. This is an example of a networking event in Novotel at Suvarnabhumi Airport. So this is a networking event for our business students. Now, talking about accommodation, we have several buildings, so we can guarantee accommodation for international students. We have several types of rooms. We have single room, twin sharing, and quad sharing, okay, which is 4 people. So it really just depends on your budget and with your convenience. Every building has a lounge, laundry facilities. We have car park and bicycle storage, of course, for free. We have free unlimited Wi-Fi access, several vending machines. We even have our own residential canteen, which is open until 9 p.m. They can also do room service, so you just call them up and they'll bring the food to your room. We have lots of sports facilities on campus. Most popular are the fitness gym, indoor fitness gym, as well as our swimming pool. All right, this is a really fun place to be. Lots of our students after 5 p.m. will go and have a dip at the swimming pool or go work out in the gym. We have also other outdoor facilities like basketball, football, volleyball, badminton. We have even table tennis. So every sport you can think of, we have it on campus, and it's all for free for you. This is our cafeteria. It is an indoor air-conditioned cafeteria serving all kinds of cuisine. Here's a little interesting fact. Most of the personnel who look after our dormitories, as well as the cafeteria, all the chefs, they're actually Burmese nationals. So honestly, when you come here, you'll feel right at home. You can ask them to make, dishes that you miss from home. All right. So we really have truly an international community, a very large Burmese community. So yep, you'll feel right at home when you come here. Also on campus, we have our own little convenience store, which will have everything you'll need. Now, talking about what's around St. Theresa, the nearest shopping malls we have are listed here. We have Tesco, Lotus, which is about 15 minutes away. We have Big C with Major Cinema, about 20 minutes away. Market Village Shopping Mall, 30 minutes away. And the 4th largest shopping mall in Thailand is Future Park Shopping Mall, which is roughly 40 minutes to 1 hour away, depending on the traffic, of course. Okay, and when you talk about transportation, we have 2 forms of transportation. All right, so there is a public mini bus service in front of St. Theresa, passing by every 5 to 10 minutes between our campus and Future Park. Future Park is the last destination, and of course vice versa. So from Future Park coming to St. Theresa, and it runs from 5 a.m. all the way to 8 p.m. Okay, and it's very affordable. One trip from St. Theresa to Future Park is about 30 Thai baht, which is less than $1. We also have our own bus going to Ramkhamhaeng. Okay, so if you live in Bangkok, that could be an option for you. You can commute every day. So the pickup time from Ramkhamhaeng is 7 in the morning, and then we'll drop you back off at 6 p.m. We have every night as well, of course, based on request, depends on popular request. We provide transportation to Lotus, which is the nearest supermarket for any of your grocery needs. Okay, so we were talking about going towards Bangkok. Now, if we go away from Bangkok, if we go towards beautiful like Aronautics nature reserves, or even towards Khao Yai, there's ample opportunities for adventure, for nature trekking, for waterfalls, beautiful waterfalls. I think there are at least 5 or 6 different waterfalls nearby to our campus. We provide every month trips to iconic parts of Thailand. So, as a matter of fact, just 3 weeks ago, we have taken all of our international students to the Kundan, which is one of the biggest nature reserves in Nakhon Nayok, and they got to see beautiful mountains. You know, it was a wonderful day, and they got to explore Thai culture. In fact, this is one example. We want you to enrich yourself with Thai culture, all right, with local culture. So this is our Burmese students with some of our international faculty visiting some of the local villages and wearing the national costume and just absorbing the different cultures around here. Okay, so let's talk about tuition fees. So for the bachelor's degree, one semester depends on the program, by the way, because the way we calculate tuition fee is by the credit hours. Some programs require more credit hours to complete than others. So you can expect semesterly tuition fees to be between 60,000 Thai baht to about 75,000 Thai baht, which is about 1,700 US dollars to 2,200 US dollars. We do have a one-time registration fee at the beginning, which is about 40,000 Thai baht, but it's only one time. All right, so for the master's degree, for the full 2 years master's, no extra around it. It's 220,000 Thai baht, which is about 6,100 US dollars. For the PhD program, the full 3 years is 525,000 baht. I think you'll find we're probably the most cheapest, most affordable in the country. If you want to partake in our 1 year certificate, the price is about 78,000 Thai baht, and we actually offer our own GED program. So if you are coming out of school, let's say you're in grade 9, but you want to come and join us directly, we can accept you. In fact, we have a minimum age acceptance of 15 years old. You can come and enroll in our own GED program, which is a 4-month program. You'll take the actual GED exam in Bangkok, okay? And so it's about 40,000 Thai baht for the 4 months program. Now for dormitories, a single room is about 60,000 Thai baht for 1 year. This is for 1 full year, not for per semester, but 1 year. Okay, so it's about 30,000 per semester. Twin sharing is 35,000 Thai baht for 1 year, and 4 people quad sharing is only 20,000. Right, so quite affordable. I think it is much more affordable than being in town than in Bangkok. Now, if you are planning to do the pilot training, if you're in the aeronautics program or any of our aviation programs and you want to do pilot training, there is a separate cost. Okay, and this is the fee that you won't be paying us, you'll be paying the pilot training. It is quite an investment. It's 2.6 million Thai baht, which is about 72,000 US dollars. So if you calculate the bachelor's degree plus the pilot license, your total budget should be about 91,000 US dollars. I know it sounds like quite a big investment, but you got to think about it this way. What is a salary of a pilot? You can expect to make between 4,000 US dollars all the way up to 10,000 US dollars per month. So you will definitely achieve a return on investment within the first or second year of working. Okay, so it is an investment, but it's an investment for a very, very bright future. Okay, so this budget will cover the 211 flight hours. Okay, you can pay paid in installments, and it covers everything from accommodation to equipment and books, fuel for the plane, and of course tuition. Living expenses. So those who are living on campus for water, electricity, they pay probably between 500 to 1,500 baht per month. Food depends on how many buffets you'll eat in a month. So I mean, our recommended budget is about 4,000 baht per month for food. Of course, mobile data, 200 to 900 baht per month, very affordable. And if you wish to rent off campus, that is also an option. Okay, and it can cost between 3,000 to 6,000, depending on the accommodation that and the distance from our campus. So definitely something we can help you with as well. Now, for admission requirements, if you're joining any of our bachelor's degree program, what we do require is at least a grade 12. I believe now a lot of students have completed the recent matriculations, which is equivalent to a grade 12. Okay, so we will accept you, no worries. Or we can accept 3 A levels. Or if you have a GED, at least 145 for each component. And we can also accept IB diploma or equivalent. Now, if you are coming from like non-high school graduates. So if you just only completed grade 10, for example, or you haven't even finished high school, we can still accept you. We will accept a minimum age of 15 years old, and you can of course join our GED. So you'll do a GED and bachelor's degree simultaneously, okay, at the same time. You will graduate a bachelor's in 4 years. I can guarantee it. It won't be 5 years. Okay, it'll be 4 years. You'll do it all simultaneously. We will adjust your schedule accordingly. Now, if some of you have completed a higher national diploma, an H&D, at Pearson Level 5 in business, for example, you can actually have direct entry into our third year of our business program. Okay, you don't have to start from scratch. We'll accept a Pearson Level 5 direct entry into third year. Now, some of you may be already studying in a bachelor's degree program, maybe in Thailand or even in Myanmar or any other country. We can accept credit transfers, okay? But the condition is, and it's a very simple condition, you must be able to provide a course description. So for example, if you, in your previous institution, if you've covered, for example, 10 courses, okay, we need at least 1 or 2 sentence descriptions for each of those courses so we can accurately do a course mapping with our curriculum and say that, yes, we can accept these credits. So if you can provide a more detailed course description, as detailed as possible, we're more likely to accept them, so you don't have to start from year 1 again. For a master's degree, you just need to have a bachelor's degree with a minimum GPA of 2.5 on a 4-point scale or equivalent. And if you're doing a doctorate degree, a PhD, so just have a bachelor's, a master's, of course has to be fully accredited institution, from a fully accredited institution, and a minimum GPA of 2.5. Just going back quickly to the bachelor's degree, we don't have a placement test. So don't worry too much. All we need is your academic records and your passport, and that's it. We can conclude from there. There's no placement test. There is no English language requirement as well. So you don't need to do IELTS or TOEIC to join us. You can do it. You can submit it to us. It will be very helpful. However, it's not really a requirement. So we have 3 intakes. We have an October intake. Okay, that's the latest one, the one that's coming up shortly. And we will accept applicants until middle of September. So definitely think about applying now if you want to come and join us as soon as possible. We also have a March and June intake. So every year we'll have a March, June, and October intake. So you can choose any one of those. Try your best to apply 4 weeks before the intake. All right, so we do have and this is a very popular question that comes to us, do we have scholarships? The answer is yes. We have a merit-based scholarship. It's called the Dr. Maria Theresa Undergraduate Academic Excellence Scholarship. It's a 50%, it's worth 50%, which is roughly valued at about 300,000 Thai baht, okay? So you need to come from 2 different categories. We have 2 different categories of acceptance. One is if you're coming through the American system. So if you've done a GED, and a TOEIC English test. So your GED, you need to have a total cumulative score of 740 and above, okay? And TOEIC score, you need to have 785 and above. So if you're able to achieve these 2 and submit them to us, we can provide the 50% scholarship. The next category is if you're coming from a UK-based high school education system. So if you've done your A-levels, okay, we need at least 2 A's and 1 B, or 3 A's, okay, or an A star, okay, that would be even better. And you have to do an IELTS, so the IELTS should be a score of 7 or above. So if you submit any of these 2 categories, you're very likely to achieve the scholarship. Okay, you must also submit a personal essay to say why you really want to study in the program you've chosen. You need to submit recommendation letters from teachers, okay, or employers, and of course just submit your academic excellence transcript of records just to prove that you've achieved the scores. Okay, I'll leave you with this. This is a commonly asked question to us, and I really want to be open and transparent to you, the viewers. Okay, I don't want you to have that false sense of expectation when you come to Thailand and you think that you'll do a degree X, Y, and Z and then you'll get a job immediately. That's kind of not how it works here in Thailand. Let me explain. So there are different categories of work, and again, when I talk about education, there's no limitations on a work permit. But if you're going to be working in other industries, they do have limitations of work permit. You have to be absolutely clear on that. Okay, so I've ranked the possible jobs for foreigners from very easy to challenging. Okay, this doesn't mean that it's impossible to get them. It just means that there might be a little bit more hurdles, or there might be a little bit more scarcity in the job position, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot have these jobs here in Thailand. So from very easy, we have school teacher, whether English, math, or science, teaching assistant, school administrator, or university lecturer like myself. Honestly, you can get jobs relatively quickly. I would say within less than a month after you graduate, you'll have a job offer available. Now, coming to intermediate, so you can choose to open your own business. Okay, you can be a business owner. Of course, you can become a pilot, cabin crew, or air traffic controller, as long as you finish if you achieve the license. You can work in IT, but it has to only be large multinational companies like Microsoft or Google. Small IT companies, they can't really hire foreigners at their scale. And of course, lastly, we have international film production coordinator. Now, for very challenging but not impossible, it would be top-level executive managers in hotels, like general managers or director of finance. Perhaps you want to work in the embassy, UN, NGO, World Health Organization, and these sort of places. There is a boom in real estate in Thailand, especially among Burmese buyers. So there are a lot of Burmese nationals who are coming to Thailand, Chinese nationals coming to Thailand, Russian nationals, and they're trying to buy a property. They need Burmese speaking real estate agents. So that could be an avenue for you. And lastly, if you're particularly pretty, particularly talented, definitely acting and modeling might be a career for you as well. All right, thank you very much. Do add us on social media. Keep a note of my email, kevin@trsu.ac.th. I'm an open book. Please feel free to email me at any time. I do get back to you I will get back to you relatively quickly. And yeah, please feel free to ask me any information as you please. Yeah, so thank you very much for your time. And yeah, if there's any questions, please ask.
Thank you for your great presentation, Kevin. So before we go to the training session, so we will take a 3-minute break, and then we will
sure.
back for Q&A session. Yeah.
I think the greatest thing that you get to learn here at St. Theresa is that you get to master your English skills, having 95% of lecturers from different countries. It's both a benefit and a challenge for students here because of learning different accents. And you can apply what you've learned to the real world. Like for me, working as a temporary staff in international exhibitions and conferences. Here at St. Theresa, we have a good natural environment, a friendly community, which allows lecturers and students to easily bond. Like we can share our problems to them and they can easily help us whenever they're free. And they also deliver us the latest news in person. You can rely on BBA faculty, lecturers, and your fellow seniors to get your career off to a flying start. I think the greatest thing that you get to learn here at St. Theresa is that you get to master your English skills, having 95% of lecturers from different countries. It's both a benefit and a challenge for students here because of learning different accents. And you can apply what you've learned to the real world. Like for me, working as a temporary staff in international exhibitions and conferences. Here at St. Theresa, we have a good natural environment, a friendly community, which allows lecturers and students to easily bond. Like we can share our problems to them and they can easily help us whenever they're free. And they also deliver us the latest news in person. You can rely on BBA faculty, lecturers, and your fellow seniors to get your career off to a flying start. I think the greatest thing that you get to learn here at St. Theresa is that you get to master your English skills. Having 95% of lecturers from different countries, it's both a benefit and a challenge for students here because of learning different accents. And you can apply what you've learned to the real world. Like for me, working as a temporary staff in international exhibitions and conferences. Here at St. Theresa, we have a good natural environment, a friendly community, which allows lecturers and students to easily bond. Like we can share our problems to them and they can easily help us whenever they're free. And they also deliver us the latest news in person. You can rely on BBA faculty, lecturers, and your fellow seniors to get your career off to a flying start.
Okay. So I want to ask one question before the question we prepare for. So I want to ask you regarding the scholarship that you provide in your presentation. So you
Sure.
mentioned that GED plus choice that can student get the scholarship, right? So most of our students prepare IS rather than choice. So if they have complete GED plus IS, are they also eligible for those scholarship, or they have
Yes.
to prepare choice?
No. That's perfectly a valid question. Yes, no problem. As long as they are able to achieve the scores that mentioned, we're happy to accept them. Yeah.
Okay. So shall we go to the question? First
Sure.
question.
Just a small short note about going back to the scholarships. It is limited. We don't accept just everybody. It's a first come, first serve, and we do analyze and check each one's credentials. So we won't just because you achieve the scores doesn't mean that you will guarantee to receive it. We have to first get all the candidates, and we'll pick out the best ones because it is a limited fund.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we're in the question. Okay, what are the unique values and differentiation of TRSU compared to other universities in Thailand? Wonderful, wonderful question. Right. So you see, at St. Teresa, going back to what I was saying, we genuinely care about each student. Okay, each student that comes to us, we first of all we interview them, we check to see what do they want to achieve. Okay, in terms of their career goals, we provide the recommendations for them. We adjust the curriculum, we adjust the courses to help them achieve their aspirations. We see what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, so that once they graduate, they're on the right path to the career that they want. They'll be a part of a excellent network of alumni. Okay, all of our alumni achieve jobs straight after graduation. Okay, 97% within like immediately after graduation, 100% within the first year of graduation, they'll have access to that network. Okay, we expect students to excel whether they're in Thailand or whether they go abroad. So the education, the courses that we provide, the learning outcomes we expect them to achieve, we have designed it with that in mind, that they are not only going to be staying here in Thailand, they're going to be going abroad. So they have to be very competent if they're going abroad, going to, for example, the US, the UK. Many of our students, both Thai and international, when they go to, for example, the United States, they have to go through WES course evaluation, course mapping. They have accepted all of our degrees and they were able to secure professional jobs abroad. So this is one of the guarantees that we can instill on students. A lot of our degrees, for example, the Bachelor of Education, we are recommended, not just accredited, but recommended by the Teachers Council of Thailand. If you ask them, where should I go to get my teaching license? Where should I go for the extra training and the extra education? They would say St. Teresa. We're also accredited by other, of course, organizations like the Federation of Professional Accountants for those who want to go into the accounting field. In fact, I'll tell you an interesting story. We have one alumni, and because actually not only one, it was herself and several of her other classmates. They've graduated, they got jobs in Marriott Hotel, and because of how well they have performed in their jobs. A lot of them have been upgraded to finance managers or director of rooms. The general manager in the hotel would actually approach them and say, yeah, we're hiring, but I want to come to you first and say, do you have any friends in St. Teresa or any other classmates? We would like to hire St. Teresa graduates. So that's something that we're really proud of.
Yeah. So let's move to the next question.
Which programs offer internships and what year do students typically start an internship? Yeah. So essentially every program, every bachelor's degree program, you are required to do an internship, and it's usually done on the last semester of the fourth year.
So next question.
Since TRSU has dormitories,
Support
how is the yeah, so how is accommodation fee structured? Can it be paid monthly, per semester, another way? What is the cost per month? Okay, so we usually, the minimum we would charge is per semester, because we have to allocate the room and we have to sort of guarantee that the student will be staying in this room for a certain semester, and that's one way we can guarantee it. So they can pay per semester. So for example, for a single room, it's 60,000 baht a year. They can pay in two parts, 30,000, 30,000. If it's twin sharing, it's 35,000 a year. So they can pay 17,500 for the first semester and 17,500 for the next semester. Cost per month, I assume it means utilities. Again, it's very affordable. Water is actually a fixed fee of about 50 baht per month. We don't charge more than that. It's just 50 baht. And then for electricity, of course, it depends on the meter if they're using the air conditioning a lot. But we have students who do not pay more than 1,000 or 1,500 per month.
Okay. So this is for off-campus apartment.
Okay, how does TRSU assist students in finding off-campus apartments? What are the typical costs and distances from the university? Okay, so yes, we do have several apartments that we can recommend. Okay, there are definitely places that we can recommend. However, one disadvantage is the distance. Many of them would be several kilometers away from the university, so it's a little bit inconvenient for the student to wake up, really early. Most of them will have like classes at 8 in the morning. They have to wake up really early, grab a public transport, a van, okay, come to the campus. But of course, we were able to support that. I think, based on my slides, rent can be between 3,000 to 6,000 a month. I think 7,000 will give you an actual house, so many students can share one house if they wish to, and that will also, of course, bring down their costs.
So, sorry.
No
So the
problem.
next question.
What organizations or accrediting bodies recognize TRSU? What kind of benefits do those accreditations bring to students in terms of employability, readiness to job market? Yeah, so as I covered in the slides, we are accredited by several governing bodies like the Commission on Higher Education, UNESCO, Ministry of Higher Education, Science and Technology, as well as the Ministry of Education themselves. So because of that, our degrees are accredited and certified by the Thai government. So when they go abroad, right, when they do a quick credential check in any country in the world, it will be recognized. For example, if they do a Bachelor of Education in Thailand and if they go to the United States will consider this also a Bachelor of Education equivalent to one in the United States, for example. Okay, so thanks to those accreditations. We have also additional accreditations such as the Teachers Council of Thailand for education degrees, the accreditation from the Federation of Professional Accountants for any of our accounting degrees. And we are also accredited by the Ministry of Public Health for our public health degrees.
So next question is about transfer program.
Right. We know that TRSU offers transfer programs. What additional benefits could it bring to students if they join transfer programs to partner university in UK, etc.? Since you're an alumnus. Yes, I am actually an alumni. So I did 3 years in Thailand and then with St. Teresa and 1 year in the UK in the University of East London. So one thing to understand, especially when you talk about transferring to the UK, Thailand kind of follows more of an American standard of educational system. And so in Thailand, they focus more on the broad sort of coverage of courses. So they focus more on breadth. So they cover as many courses as possible. You'll know basically the foundations up to intermediate level of each topic. right? So when you go to the UK, they focus more on specialization. They don't have that many courses. In Thailand, you can expect to study about 6 courses in one semester. In the UK, it's probably only going to be 2 or 3 courses in one semester because there they focus more on specialization. So to be honest, and I'm telling you this from firsthand experience, you're going to be having the best of both worlds. Okay, you will have broad knowledge in many, many different areas in your chosen degree, in your chosen field. At the same time, when you go to the UK, you'll have specialization in that topic. So yeah, it's the best of both worlds and definitely something I would recommend that you do. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for a perfect answer. So another one
Is
is
there
exchange.
any exchange programs? Yes, the exchange program for summers or short study trip to partner university and other. Absolutely. I didn't mention this in the slide, but we do have a partnership with Aberystwyth University in Wales. So they offer a short summer course,
Yeah.
which is about 1 or 2 months long, and it's very affordable. I think it will cost roughly under 100,000 Thai baht. Okay, and they can spend their summer there, and they will be given a certificate as well, and that also covers accommodation and everything. And they'll be given a certificate. They can use that in their resume when they're applying for works as well. They'll get basic training on the English language, Welsh language, and some business topics as well.
So the next question is about tuition fees.
Okay, tuition fees. St. Teresa's tuition fees are higher compared to other Thai universities. Could you please explain the reasons for the difference if students compare with other universities and fees? Excellent question. Right. So let me tell you one fact.
Yeah.
If you are looking for a university and they are promoting that they have very low fees, right? Or they genuinely do have low fees. One thing for sure is there will be many students applying there. Is if somebody chooses a university based on cost, right? So then a university with low fees will have generally a huge population. So if you want to attend a university that will provide to you direct hands-on support, if you want a university that will fine tune your study to and help you reach your intended goal, a large university with a huge population is definitely not for you. Okay, especially if you do need that extra support. At St. Teresa, we take care of you from day one. I will always be there. I am one message away. Your teachers, your professors are all available via email or even by text message, by line group. Any problem you may have, they're there to support you. Even after working hours, we are able to support you all the way. And that's our guarantee and our promise to you. Furthermore, one thing that you have to be aware of when you're choosing university, you have to see the success of their graduates, the success of their alumni. I've highlighted some of our very successful alumni, and I know this is something achievable for you. Okay, and this should provide you that kind of guarantee for success when you reach a working career. Okay, so look at the success rate, look at our accreditations, and that's something that you can try to consider when you're choosing a university. Not just about cost.
So the next question is about location.
Sure. So since TRSU is located away from Bangkok, how does TRSU arrange monthly activities to support to ensure students' well-being and enjoyment? Absolutely. So every month, okay, probably sometimes twice a month, we'll take students on trips to various iconic places in Thailand. Our student affairs department is absolutely hardworking. They're working round the clock. They provide all kinds of activities, whether it is study tours, whether it's cultural visits, whether it's academic projects to society, charity events. So honestly, when you come here, you won't notice. You'll be very busy. But of course, you'll be having a good time. You'll be doing something that contributes to society, or you'll be doing something that genuinely fulfills your hobbies and passions. We have a lot of, I think our students, especially Burmese students, they enjoy our fitness facilities. After classes, they're always there in the gym. They're always there, healthy and well.
Thank you. So the next is about master program.
How does TRSU help MEd students gain suitable teaching experience as part of their program? before they graduate. Right. So as part of the curriculum, they actually have to do a practicum and an internship in actual schools, in our partner schools. Okay, we are partnered with several local schools in the area. Okay, very nearby the campus. Also, we are partnered with very very popular big schools in Bangkok, in town. So as soon as they are enrolled in the program, they complete some of their coursework. They have to do a practical. So, for example, if they're enrolled in the educational administration program, they actually have to go and work in the local government, educate a Ministry of Education branch in government. Okay, they'll get their hands-on experience there. Whereas if they're doing learning management, we'll place them in schools. We can guarantee that through our strategic partners.
So this question is about job placement for the student.
Absolutely. Yep. Going back again to what I was saying, we do have strategic partners, we do have industry partners, school partners, and once they finish, once they graduate, sometimes it's as simple as just us writing a recommendation letter. We tell them the name and address of the person that they have to contact, and that's it. They have a job ready for them. I mean, I'll be honest with you, in Thailand, many schools are in desperate need for qualified teachers. If the student graduates, get their teaching license, they will have no issue finding a job. And of course, we will help them along the way.
The next question is also about MBA program.
Okay, so MD students without prior experience, how does TRSU help them gain necessary teaching experience, and does the university assist with job placement in Thailand after graduation? Right. So if you mean without prior experience, meaning their degree, for example, their bachelor's degree is in a different topic area, like maybe they've studied sciences or arts or business or something else, then they would need to enroll in our foundation course. We have it's just 2 courses. Okay, we call it the Foundation of Education course. They'll need to do that, and then they can continue the actual MEd program. But don't worry, they will still finish within the 2 years. Okay, and once they have that foundation, they'll be qualified for the teaching license, the permanent teaching license, and then yes, we will help them find jobs in our with our school partners, or I'm sure when they apply, they will get those job offers as long as they have that teaching license. The key thing about studying an MEd degree is to get that teaching license, and if they have it, they'll be fine.
Okay.
For students who prefer studying in Bangkok, what encouragement or benefit does TRSU offer to those studying outside the city? And what are the advantages of studying at TRSU away from the city? Okay, great. Wonderful, wonderful question. So first of all, we're not that far from Bangkok. Let me just be very clear. You make it sound like we're in the middle of nowhere. We're not that far. Honestly, like for me, when I drive my car, I can get to central Bangkok on a good day. I can get there in about 40 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes. So we're not totally far. There's ample van transportation from St. Theresa to Future Park Rangsit, and from Future Park Rangsit, they can go to central Bangkok in less than maybe in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. They'll be there. So no, don't worry about that. If you like the city life, that's definitely an option for you. But there are some benefits of not being in Bangkok. Okay, the first and foremost benefit, and this is really important. As a young person, you probably don't think about it, but somebody who's my age, yes, you do. It's the health benefits. Okay, being outside of Bangkok, you're away from pollution. Okay, you're away from you can sleep well. I mean, I'll tell you a story. We had one student who actually transferred away from a university in Bangkok and came to St. Theresa only for one reason, and that was so that they can get a good night's sleep. Because they said when they're in town, all the honking of horns, all the beep beep beep, all the grab taxis and all that, and all that noise and chaos, the BTS is very loud, and the gentleman couldn't sleep. So he came to St. Theresa because he needed a place to be quiet. He needs somewhere that he can concentrate on his studies. We have clean air. We have all the sports facilities you'll need to stay fit and strong so that you can battle the real world when you graduate. So number one is definitely health. Second is strategic location. We are located in an area nearby to logistics hubs, nearby to Don Muang Airport, okay, not too far from Swanabum either. We are very nearby to local schools that offer English programs or our international schools as well, okay, and factories. We are very nearby hospitals, We're in fact very nearby to Nakhon Ministry of Public Health. And also there are so many different resorts. We are actually in a resort area. Okay. So in terms of the fact that we have created partnerships with them, we're really in a strategic location so that students we can give the opportunities to the students. In fact, I forgot one more, which is the training center, the aviation training center for those who want to become pilots. So everything is nearby our campus strategically. Okay. Lastly, I have to highlight this is Bangkok has they have announced it. You can check it on the news. They have announced that Bangkok is one of the most expensive cities, top five most expensive cities in Southeast Asia. I mean, in Southeast Asia. So living in Bangkok is actually not cheap. And if your objective is to try to not spend too much money, I would not recommend staying in Bangkok, or not even Bangkok, but just not staying in a city.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you and costs there are generally higher than if you live outside of Bangkok. So coming here, you will definitely save on living expenses.
Thank you. Perfect answer.
Thanks. Sure.
So the next one is a unique major of St. Theresa International University.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, under the aviation umbrella, so we have the three programs. I'll just summarize again. We have the Bachelor of Science in Aeronautics for those who want to be pilots, Bachelor of Science in Air Traffic Control who wants to be air traffic controllers, and lastly, Bachelor of Business Administration in Airline Business for those who want to be cabin crew.
So I have another one question that I saw that in your
Sure.
presentation. So
Sure.
St. Theresa accept a student who has complete H&D level 5.
Yes.
They can study. They can start to attend from third year at St. Theresa, right? So most of
correct, yeah.
our new students complete H&D level 4. So they want to study in Thailand, and they don't want to start learning from the first year. So how how about for them if they have complete H&D level 4, can St. Theresa can accept them studying from maybe second year or
Yes,
something
yes.
like that?
I mean, yes, but there is a little caveat. We need to first double check what courses they have actually covered. I cannot just say immediately yes. I have to first check in their level 4 what are the courses and do they match in our degree. Very likely, especially if it's a Pearson qualification, it will match. So don't worry. I mean, I would say for 90% of cases, yes, they can join our second year directly.
Thank
Yes,
you.
no, we will have no problems with that.
So this is the last question, and final message who are interested in studying at St. Theresa.
Sure, sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most important decisions that you're going to be making in your entire life. I mean, and you're not just making a decision for yourself, you're making a decision for you, your family. So, one thing I would like you to say is, please decide on your goals today, like now. You have to first figure out what are your goals, what are your dreams, what are your aspirations. Then, okay, you seek a university. All right, you have to be very concrete on these plans. Now, if you do have a dream, you do have a career path that you plan, and it's related to one of ours, great. I am an open book and I'm happy to discuss it with you. Myself or my team, we're happy to discuss with you to help you realize your dream. Whether your dream is to be a pilot, your dream is to work in Thailand for the rest of your life as a teacher, your dream is to get into business, or even to save lives as a medical professional. So if any of these are your dream, we are definitely the place for you. Please let us be your new family, your family away from home, your home away from home. Okay. Thank you.
So thank you. So thank you for your great presentation answer today. So sorry, it was really helpful for us and for our students.
Thank you very much.
So we will look. Sorry. So thank you for joining us here today. Thank you again.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm really excited to meet any of you who want to come visit our campus. Thank you again, Elevate Education, for the wonderful opportunity to share what St. Theresa has to offer. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you.